Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Living World of Darkness, Rage Across New York. This scene is set in the sheep fields. It's a quiet place, and Alana's been spending a fair amount of time there just meditating, trying to not let this headache of chiminage get to her, not discourage her from doing what she knows she has to do. Um, and Jacob is currently out looking for her, and that is where he will be finding her.
Yeah, Jacob will approach in plain sight. He makes no attempt to hide himself or play um, any sort of tricks or games. He's not that sort of person, really, and he's here largely on business. So, yeah, you see him approaching from a good mile away, off to your side somewhere. Just kind of casually waves to you as he sees you.
She's just sitting there, hands in her pockets, a jacket on, even though it's a nice sunny day out. She's got a fairly heavy jacket on. Uh, she's just kind of sitting there, kind of legs crossed out in front of her. Hello there.
You must be hot.
You know, I'm really torn on that right now. Most of me says I'm sweating. Part of me says I'm freezing.
I'd personally settle on either or.
I tend to prefer one or the other, not this mix of the two. But I
Frozen
only
hands.
have 11 more days. Aye. And she'll pull her
Yeah.
hands out of her pockets. They're slightly curled, but they look very frostbitten and frozen solid.
Ooh. Nasty.
'Tis the price for not holding up my chiminage.
You didn't hold up a chimnage?
No, the week that it happened, there was so much going on. Somewhere along the lines, my pack and I failed to keep the music going for the spirits. I don't know if why we turned it off, but it didn't get turned back on, and spirits were unhappy. I
Hmm.
promised them a week of music.
Shame. Oh well. I apologize, I can't really relate to your position much. I don't really. Um, it's not my main profession dealing with spirits.
Oh, I know.
Few and far enough between that I can keep fairly easily.
Actually, I think I know why I didn't make sure it was going on. That was this week I was forced to stay in home in breed form as chiminage for another spirit, so I couldn't go back to the apartment.
So as they say, make sure to keep the books balanced.
Aye, that's what I'm doing with this. Trying to balance the books for somebody else that made the same offer and failed to do it as themselves. That's what the chiminage I'm asking of others is.
So, right, yeah. You know I'm here, so I'll just dig into it. I'm quite curious as to the whole story behind this issue because you made a howl and there was not a request put in order to pay homage to these spirits.
I've asked nicely, and many of those below my rank refuse to acknowledge my rank. Because I guess they assume that the litany doesn't count when it comes to me. So I made it in order. And if they continue to not follow orders of those of higher rank, especially such a simple request, take a simple moment, give praise to the wind, and she kind of gestures up to the air that's around them, or sing the song to the wind, or put up wind chimes, or cook outside, or cook with your windows open so that the sense of food can travel on the wind. It's not asking anything that inconveniences anybody. And to have them being so steadfastly against doing it just because I'm Metis. Bull. They can't say that rank matters and then say that it doesn't. The litany says you cannot make Metis. Doesn't say that I can't have rank and that my rank is to be disrespected. I grew up with a Philodox. I've heard the litany so many times. Never once does it say that I should actually be treated like like my rank doesn't matter.
If
Does it?
someone below your rank refused to submit to you, uh, and you have any evidence at all of that, then I would request you bring it to me or somebody who can deal with that situation. Because that's a litany breach and that's not acceptable behavior.
From what I've seen and heard from folks, the Seekers are probably not going to do it. They're very steadfast in not doing anything a Metis asks, because Metis don't deserve to give them orders. They're Homid.
Were they asked?
I've asked everybody on Sept. There's a few people I'm going to give extra personal requests to, like your Alpha, because they outrank me. I've asked nicely, repeatedly.
I'd have hoped even if it was of the same rank or below, enough will be made. I mean, we're effectively being asked to pay off someone else's debts.
I'm paying off Felix's debt. Not even my own debt. This is my debt, and she holds up her hands. My Adrian challenge is to make the wind sing my praise. Fixing a minor problem. Fixing chiminage that wasn't paid for 2 people. Won't get the wind singing my praises. And when I asked for my Adrian challenge, I had no clue that this would be what it was related to.
I don't know, getting a whole set to sing a spirit, getting a whole set to pay chiminage is, I think, would get the spirit singing your praises, wouldn't it?
From what I've seen so far, it's not going to happen, so there won't be. On this new last Dallas, I swear she's as hateful as the Seekers towards Metis. Usually a get is takes a person on their deeds, on what they've done. doesn't care what I've done. She's the worst example of a git I've ever met.
Wasn't she
And I've known
breastfeeding
a
you?
few. From the
Might
looks
be
of her
wrong.
eye.
Hmm.
I mean, I was in a pack with two of them. You know, I've talked to all his Ash. I have no problems with Git. I actually, all things considered, like Git. They're honorable. They're respectable. She's not. She's making demands so that she'll do what she's told. I'm tired of fighting with people over this.
That is
I made a
understandable.
simple request. If I can
You
get the
see,
whole sept singing their praises, grand. Wonderful. If I can't, I won't be around to fix it afterwards.
the reason I came to you is because, obviously, I mean, I'm not sure how well you know me because we haven't interacted a whole lot. Um, but I'm fairly certain my position on Bettis is fairly well known at this point. I'm a progressive.
Aye.
The reason I came here and initially protested when I heard your howl was because largely I didn't have the full story, and I'm being asked to take part in a deal that has already gone toxic.
What deal is
And
that?
the challenge I'm being asked to partake in right now. Which
The chiminage will be paid one way or another. If the sept doesn't isn't willing to make praise to the wind, I will not let this sept go to war with the elementals as well. If this sept can't be tasked to give a few moments of praise, open a window, let the breeze flow through, sing and play music, they can't take just the slightest amount of time to do that, then it's my life that will pay the chiminage to keep this sept safe. The chiminage will be paid. And I like to think that I've done more here. More than enough for this sept. Here and in the Amazon. For people to give me enough respect to give a moment's praise to the wind.
see, the way I'm perceiving it right now is I see spirits are angry, debts weren't paid. Part of your challenge is getting the debt paid. I think that's fair to say. If not, part of it. This comes with it several problems. Challenges are, I'm sure you're aware as you are, Field, serious exchanges. What might appear very mundane is very important in the other world, and that has an impact on our bearing.
Would you rather we go to war with
To
the
bring those steps.
elementals? Have a war on four fronts then?
As you said, if the chimney would be paid regardless, it wouldn't there wouldn't be a war.
So
Because the
you'd rather
change wouldn't be a war.
sacrifice a healer, somebody that saved packmates of yours repeatedly. You'd let them die so that you don't have to say, thank you, Wind, for all that you've done for us, for the breath of life that you give to us. So you don't have to play music out your window for 5 minutes. So you don't have to open a window when you're cooking so that the smells flow outside with the wind. You're saying a life is worth less than that? What is a life worth to you then?
Okay, so for one, I'm already dealing with an instance of Fuller's already dealing with an instance of blackmail. Don't push that on me.
This isn't blackmail, it's a simple question. What is a life worth to you?
A very heavily loaded and rhetorical one. But that's just that's besides my point. My point is that you should not be in this debt to begin with if your life is on the line. How did that happen?
Because
That shouldn't have happened.
the spirits wanted payment for Felix's error. Felix isn't paying it. I am. The spirits are angry. When they're angry, you pay far more than the original cost would have been. So instead of 2 people giving them music for a week, the spirits have asked to pay for Felix's mistake that this sept give them chiminage, homage. Each person doesn't have to be a lot. If not, I have to pay for Felix's mistake with my life. That was the requirements set out by the spirit to make things right. That's what I'm trying to do. And I'd rather not die, I'd rather keep helping this sept. If it comes down to it and I have to die to save this sept, I will. I have no qualms with that. But I don't know about you, but I kinda like living. So yes, I'm making a request of everybody. Please. Pay the chiminage. I'm not asking a lot of anybody. A mere moment of time. A thought, a soft word. An open fucking window. I think my life is worth that much. Do you disagree? I'll take the silence as a no, you don't agree.
My answer is long and not one you would appreciate, so I'm not going to say it.
You can sum it up in a yes or a no. It's a simple question.
No, I can't. No, everyone always wants me to do that. No, it's not that simple. It never has been. This is why people die all the fucking time.
So you can't
Every time-
answer if a life is worth opening a simple window when you're cooking, or playing music for a short time, or saying thank you, air. A life is not worth that? How is that not a simple question? Is it because I'm mess? Is that why it's not a simple question?
No. It's because
What
This-
is not simple about it?
this enormous debt that has piled up was not, it's not our responsibility.
It
And it's
is.
been thrown back It's no, someone else is there that you have decided to take responsibility for, that
The spirits
is now
gave
being
me
pushed onto us.
responsibility for. They made the request. They said, make every person on this sept give homage or your life is forfeit.
If Felix didn't pay the debt, why is he not the one being told to do this? Why was this pushed onto you? Or
He's
why did
told to pay the same chimney as each one of you, but I was the one willing to step forward and take responsibility and deal with it. That means I ask every one of you to pay the chimnage. It's a simple request. Give praise to the wind. Give homage to the air. It's all around you. It's there. It hears you. Every breath you take. It's a part of what keeps us going. How can you not just say thank you, air?
because the last time I allowed myself to compromise, I crucified someone.
How are you compromising? You're saying thank you, air. Thank you, air. Do you not appreciate the air? Is that what you're saying? That you don't appreciate being able to breathe? You don't appreciate the aromas that the air carries to you? You don't appreciate the songs that travel through the air to you? Simple ability to share words to another that you're not in a pack link with. Without air, you couldn't even argue your point.
I suppose the chimney just paid them.
You're not willing to say thank you, air. Let me know now. It's a simple request. And if you're not going to pay it, let me know so that I can be ready. I deserve to know if I'm going to die because you're being stubborn, not what to share a tiny burden instead of making one person pay with their life to protect an entire sept because somebody else made a mistake. My penance. I cannot do the things I love for nigh on a month.
If we pay this chimnage, you gain rank. You say you're not doing this for yourself, but you literally gain rank. You are literally browbeating other packs into paying someone else's debt so that
Hey,
you wield more
Felix's
authority over
debt.
them. That doesn't
I
make
don't
any sense.
I don't care if I get rank. I don't even know that this will give me the praise that I need from the wind. All I'm trying to do is stay alive.
But don't make that deal.
I had to.
No, you have a choice. That's the
I had no
point.
choice. The
It's
spirit
an
said, I
arrangement.
do this or you die now. I chose to take a chance that the people of this sept were good people who are willing to say, thank you, air. I have not browbeat anybody. I have asked them nicely. They have
commanded
refused.
other packs. Your
I
entire
have
pack, actually.
commanded
I clarified
Cleath.
that with your alpha.
I have asked Cleath. People who should do a simple task like this. To do what the litany asks of them. You have a problem, take up with them. I asked kindly. They refused. Because I'm a mess. Your issue is with them because I asked nicely every person on this sept. They refused because I am mess and then do not respect my rank. This isn't about my rank. This is about being respected for people doing what they're told. The litany says if somebody of higher rank makes a simple request of you, you
No, it's not.
do it.
It's fucking not. I'm a philodox. I've had to cover this shit over and over again. Did you know
Then
what
what does it
happened in
say
the
about
fucking
people of
Amazon?
lower rank? What does it say when somebody of higher rank makes a simple request of somebody of lower rank? Tell me.
No. Do you know what it says? It says submit to those of high station. Do you know what happened? Do you know what happened in the Amazon with Talate Heen and William White? William White decided to go up to Talate Heen, and then he made her curl up into a fucking ball, kicked dirt on her, and spat on her. And I walked up to him and said, "That's a fucking horrible thing to do. That is disrespect to those beneath you. That is disgusting and evil." And I was told, in very explicit terms, that it's not.
Because they've taught you that a Meta's life isn't worth another Garu's life. That's what he was pointing out. Because she's Metis, it doesn't consider treating her poorly. You don't get that, do you? You don't understand. You missed the whole point of what he was saying.
That was the point. Yes, he was absolutely correct in that part of the law is thoroughly broken.
And they fit, but you don't understand. Because I Metis, they're refusing to follow that tenet of the litany. They're refusing to submit to a simple request. A simple request. Something that takes them one breath. Thank you, air.
Did you offer them anything?
I don't have to offer people of lower station anything. I've offered Eric, and I'll be offering your alpha something because they outrank me.
You're asking them. Like,
I've
it's
asked, and
similar to.
I've given offerings to Eric. He already holds on to the numerous tailings that I've made, plus a fetish I'm working on.
That's
That
not
I might make
faith.
him a fetish. They have no faith in people. Don't you understand? People don't have faith. They only care about themselves. They don't care about Gaia. If this is what Gaia meant for me to do, then why are they fighting it? Gaia saved me so that I could become a healer. Heal people. Take care of the sick and the wounded. That's what I do. That's what I spent every day in the Amazon doing. Tending to the wounds of those who are hurt. That they could keep fighting. That's what I did when the Sept was overrun with the Skull Pigs. Standing shoulder to shoulder with the members of this Sept. With legends of our people like Gogo Fangs First. We, as a Sept, stood together, fighting. Why can't the Sept come together to say thank you, Air? Is that really so much to ask? I'm not asking them to die. I'm asking them to say thank you, Air, so that I can live and continue to help this Sept. That is what I'm asking. I've already told them that I don't care if this about this Adrian challenge anymore. That's not what this is about. He heard my howl. He knows that this isn't about being an Adrian anymore. This is about this Sept coming together to do what is right. This Sept is divided. I made a simple request that people say thank you to the air. And people have refused because they don't respect the Metis. Those are the only people who have refused. Are you going to be among those refusing to say thank you, air?
Are you sure those are the only people refusing?
Yes, every other person has done something.
I've had a lot of
I
things
haven't
from a lot
talked
of
to your
people.
alpha, but other than that, yes, the only people that haven't done it are those who hate Metis.
It's convenient a lot of those people are the things you offered stuff to. That's how this works. It's a treatment in
I've
good
offered
faith, just
stuff
like
to
spiritual
Eric.
chimnage.
That
It's
is it. Everyone
because you're
else that I've
right.
spoken to, because I've been kind to them, I made a simple request. I said please. I said thank you. I've acknowledged them. William White came out and said it. He didn't do it because I ordered him. He did it because I asked him as a friend. I've been there. I've been kind to him.
And if
I've
you
been there.
asked
I've been
me,
kind
this
to
wouldn't be a
everybody.
problem.
I didn't make an order of you. I asked
Because it
everybody.
wasn't viable. If you're an Adrian, it would. That's the problem. And you will
If
be an Adrian if it happens.
Did you not hear me in the howl? I don't care about the challenge. The challenge is off. You didn't listen to a word I said.
Wait a second.
I don't care about the challenge. The challenge is off.
I
This
just
is
made a
about
roll
my
on.
life.
I'm used truth for guy. I'm sorry. You said the challenge is off. This would denote whether the challenge is actually invalid or not.
The challenge for Adrian is off. Challenge is to make amends with the spirits. This is between the spirits and me on this sept. I have forsworn this challenge as the wind is my witness. As this sept is my witness, so is that howl my witness. I don't care about the challenge. One
Okay.
day I will be an Adrian. But this isn't about that. This is about people doing what is right. If the right master feels that what I've done still warrants me taking a to be worthy of Adrian, that is upon him. That is not what I am asking at this point. I am doing what is right by the spirits as a theurge, being a diplomat between them and this sept, ensuring that their requests are made and upheld. It's a simple request. Say
Okay.
thank you, Air.
So, here's what I'm going to ask. I'm going to order you to do it. So I'm going to ask you to go to the Seekers, go to 10 point, and offer them service down the line for paying this challenge.
I've already done service for him. When 10 Point couldn't succeed in doing her theurge duties, I stepped in and did them for her. For her alpha. Her alpha chose to lead a mission instead of letting Teresa run it, though Teresa was the ranking Garu. And Teresa and I went and followed her directions. Her
I
theurge
was there for
couldn't do
that.
what
I was
she
there
was.
for that.
Her theurge couldn't do what she was told. I did it without having to be told for
That's a
her.
mission. That's not the same
That
as
is
asking
doing.
someone a voluntary action.
I could have left her theurge to take another beating because she didn't manage to do what she was asked in that moment. How is that not doing a service for them? I could have just let
It's not
them
the same as the transaction.
wonder. I could have let them wonder. I could have left them blind to
Then
what
you'd
was
be
going
leading the
on.
mission. That's what you'd
The
be
mission
doing.
wasn't about the spirits.
No, we wanted the wolf spirit awakened, though. We wanted to talk to the wolf spirit. That's what we were trying to do, to ascertain what was
No,
going
you
on.
didn't pay attention to when 10 Point couldn't look across, couldn't
Oh yeah,
ascertain what was going on.
that's the same thing,
Had
right?
to do
We
that.
needed to know what was going on across the veil. That's part of the
No, we
mission. That's
didn't.
not a choice, as
We
we've been
didn't
talking about
need to
before.
know what was going on. We needed to know what the humans were doing. We
Don't you
needed
think
to
we're
know
aware
what
of
the
how humans
humans were doing.
impact the Umbra?
We know how the humans impact the Umbra.
Then you would know why we care about them being there and how we want to, why we would want to know if they're impacting the
We
Umbra or
needed to know
not.
what the humans were doing first. That was our priority. That's what we were sent there. Checking the Umbra to make sure that they weren't bringing Banes was a side effect. They didn't. Our job was to find out who they are, what they're doing, not what effects they're having on the Umbra. That was not the or the mission given to them. Their mission was to find out what the people were doing. The spirits are not what the people were doing.
You're omitting information again for your own purposes. This is the same reason I was suspicious about your howl. This always happens. Doesn't matter.
You don't understand the difference between people and spirits, then?
You might think we might be doing reconnaissance on humans to see how that's impacting the Umbra. You might, unless I need to tell you how the Umbra and the human world are connected.
You don't understand that people and spirits are different. She was told, go there, find out what the people are doing, not what spirits are coming with the humans. They said what the people are doing. The people. You weren't there when she was given the order, so I understand you being a little confused.
I will not be lawyered with
People and
semantics.
spirits are different. No,
I have a way to solve our problem though, and I have a way to actually probably make it so that the vast majority of people do commit to your chimnage. And
and
even though
how's
it's not
that?
one I can talk to, withdraw your challenge. It's Adrian. That's where the conflict of interest is. You say you don't care about it, but we don't know.
I've already told him, right, Master, I'm not going for Adrian anymore. Did you not hear me?
Have you officially withdrawn your challenge? I'll follow up on that. And if you
Yes,
do, I'll pay the chimnage.
I have.
Issue resolved. There you go.
God, you are a fucking silver thing, and she's gonna step into the Umbra and leave.
Okay, roll it. Stiff
I
thing.
am. I'm getting it open.
I think you have natural challenge.
Three.
It's like diff 3, so you're just gonna like slip through naturally.
Yep. Oh, I hit the wrong button. And she disappears.
Okay.
Instantaneously.
In which case, Jacob will storm off. Shit, I should have taken rage. That's pretty bad. Not too late now. Jacob then will walk off in the opposite direction he once came. And I think we can end the scene there on that rather depressing note.
Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. Goodbye.